Veterans benefits by state. Let's cover California. So one of the best benefits I think California has to offer for veterans is the college fee waiver for veteran dependents. This waives mandatory system-wide tuition and fees at any state of California community college, California State University, or University of California campus. This program does not offer or cover the expense of books, parking, or room and board. Okay, let's talk about property tax exemptions. California has two separate property tax exemptions, one for veterans and one for disabled veterans. In my opinion, I would like to see California step it up when it comes to their property tax exemptions because they're a little bit lame. The veterans exemption provides exemption of property not to exceed $4,000 for qualified veterans who own limited property. There's a Revenue and Taxation Code Section 205 hyperlink on the CalVet website where you can go and read further about that. It talks about the veterans exemption may be claimed by a person currently serving in the military service or one who has been honorably discharged, the unmarried surviving spouse of either parent of a deceased veteran or either parent of a deceased veteran meeting the service requirements. In order to qualify for this exemption, the claimant may not own property, real or personal, worth more than, in aggregate, than $5,000 if the claimant is single and $10,000 if they're married. That's lame. Okay, moving on to the disabled veterans exemption. The disabled veterans exemption reduces the property tax liability on the principal place of residence of qualified veterans who, due to a service-connected injury or disease, have been rated 100% disabled or are being compensated at the 100% rate due to unemployability. An unmarried surviving spouse of a qualified veteran may also claim this exemption. There are two levels of disabled veterans exemptions. One is basic. The basic exemption, also referred to as the $100,000 exemption, is available to all qualified claimants. The exemption amount is compounded annually by inflation factor. For example, for 2018, the basic exemption amount was $134,706. Low income. There's a low income exemption. The low income exemption, also referred to as the $150,000 exemption, is available to qualifying claimants whose annual household income does not exceed a specified income limit. The amount for both the low income exemption and the annual income limit are compounded annually by an inflation factor. For example, 2018, the low income exemption amount was $202,060, and the annual household income limit was $60,490. So, as you can see, they're not massive exemptions. A lot of states offer 100% exemptions for 100% disabled veterans. In California, you either get a $100,000 reduction of your taxable value. So basically, if your taxable value is $300,000, they're subtracting $100,000, and now you're only being taxed on $200,000. So that's kind of how that works. You do have to apply through your local county assessor's office. There's a form. It's the BOE-261-G form that you can claim for disabled veterans property tax exemption, and reach out to your local county assessor's office if you're looking to apply for this. It will save you some money. It just won't save you as much as you should be saving for your service. So, okay, let's roll now into the other, there's some other little ones, business license tax and fee waivers. If there's a business license tax and fee waiver, benefit waives municipal, county, and state business license fees, taxes, and fees for veterans who hawk, peddle, or vend any goods, wares, or merchandise owned by the veteran, except spirituous, malt, vinous, V-I-N-O-U-S, or Venus, I'm imagining that's wine of some sort, or other intoxicating liquor, including sales from a fixed location. So no booze. Sorry, guys. And then nonprofit organizations actually still have to pay taxes. If you are a nonprofit veterans organization that makes sales of merchandise or goods, you are required to register for a seller's permit. Generally, items you sell are taxable. So there's not much there either. But wait, you can get a state park and recreation pass for free from the state of California for free vehicle day use, family camping, and boat use at over 100 California state parks. You have to be either honorably discharged and have California residency, and one of the following three criteria must be met: an overall combined service-connected disability at a rating of 50% or greater, with service during periods of wartime or operations against a foreign power. You have to, or held as prisoner of war by forces hostile to the United States, or a recipient of the Medal of Honor. So even if you served in the military, but you're not 50% rated, you don't get a free park pass? I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to hate on California, but I just think California should do better. You also can get a reduced annual fee for fishing and hunting licenses for disabled veterans. So the annual fee is reduced from whatever it is, to $9.98 currently per the CalVet website. There's also a CalVet loan program, which is a bond program, state bond program. And it does have additional restrictions in many ways compared to a regular VA loan when you're looking at just the VA handbook guidelines. It's subject to available funds, but there could be a benefit in a lower interest rate. So you can reach out and speak to a lender who is approved to do CalVet loans. Yes, we are one of them, and can provide further information about when funds are available, what the restrictions are, and whether or not you would qualify. So hopefully this information was valuable to those of you that are looking to live in the state of California.